Welcome back everyone. A very good morning to you all. I hope you might be doing well at your home. Dear students, we have been studying about interchange of any active sentence into passive. Today, we'll talk about interrogative sentences. We have discussed about the first type of sentences, conversion of declarative type of sentences. In that case, we studied about both assertive, affirmative and the negative one. Today, we'll study about how to change an active sentence, which is an interrogative type sentence, into its passive, right? As explained earlier, when you convert any sentence which is in active voice, be it declarative, be it imperative, be it interrogative, whatever type it is, if you convert any active sentence to passive, what happens? The meaning remains the same. There is no change in the meaning or the tense. Okay? So, today we will talk about interrogative sentence. Before starting with conversion, see, we have studied two different types of interrogatives. One is yes/no type and the other one is WH type. WH type are those interrogative sentences which start with who, when, like WH words like who, when, where, why, how. All these are WH type, right? Yes/no are any sentence, any question sentence whose answer is either in yes or no. Call it as yes/no type. Okay? So let's see. See, when you talk about interrogative sentences, let's take an example of any active sentence. A simple example like he is playing cricket. This sentence is in active voice, right? Now, if you have to convert this sentence into this sentence which is in active voice into passive, the same method what we studied earlier. The last class we studied that when you talk about conversion of any active sentence to passive, the first step is find out subject, verb and object in the sentence. So we will do that the same. What is the subject here? This is a simple declarative sentence. If you want to convert this sentence into interrogative, what will be the structure? I have told you for yes/no type they should come before helping verb. Is he playing cricket? This is how we convert any declarative to interrogative. If it is active type, we simply bring the helping verb just before the subject. Okay? He was the subject here, this was the verb and this is the object. Here he is the subject, this is verb and cricket is the object. Right? So we have got helping verb just before the subject. This is how we convert any active sentence into passive if there is a helping verb. If suppose there is no helping verb, let's say do you, like if I say he plays cricket. If you want to convert this sentence into interrogative, what you will do? You will have to check for the helping verb. Since there is no helping verb, so we have to provide helping verb from our side. There are three helping verbs which we have: do, did and does. Along with that, for perfect cases we have has and have. He plays cricket. Since this is third person singular, what will happen? Do or does? Does he play cricket? This is how we convert any active sentence which is in affirmative type, declarative type into an interrogative sentence. Now, if you have to convert this active sentence, the sentence written here in the passive voice, interrogative one, what we will do? Let's see. What you need to do is he playing cricket? You have to follow the same step. For converting it into passive, you have to find a subject. What is the action here? This is the action. This will become verb. Who is doing that action? This is the subject. And this is the object. So we have subject, verb and object. What you simply need to do, you have to check, is he playing cricket? You have to interchange the position of object and subject. Object and subject. Then we studied that just before subject we have to add by, and just before by we have to add one third form. So what we have studied? Right? Is he playing cricket? Verb third form by plus subject. And the helping verb just comes before the object here. The structure will become helping verb plus object plus third form plus by the subject. So what will happen? The sentence will become is bring it just before it will become is, then comes the object, object means cricket. Then understand the difference, my dear students. You have to maintain the tense, you have to check the tense also. Here we have continuous tense. So for continuous we use being. Is cricket being played by, for he it will become, and then question mark. Simple. As explained earlier, I have told you for present tense, if the sentence is in present tense, and simple, what are the helping verb we use? What is the structure of this? Passive. Helping verb we use is, and, are. Everything remains same. For past, this becomes was, were, and for continuous and present, what will happen? This becomes is, and are plus being, right? For perfect, what will happen? For perfect, we have has or have plus be, right? These were the cases. Everything will be same. Only difference is you have to bring the helping verb just before the object. So the structure which was helping verb plus object plus we had object for this simple present. We have object plus helping verb, third form plus by plus subject will become helping verb plus object. There were certain cases like continuous. For continuous we have being. Do you remember in case of being, helping verb comes just before the object and just after the object, being remains just after the object. So it will come just, being always comes before the verb third form in case of passive. This is the only difference, only thing which you need to understand. So the rules are exactly the same. The conversion we studied for all the cases will not do it once again. Only thing which you need to make changes, simply bring the helping verb, only the helping verb just before the object. Keep everything being for the continuous, being for the perfect case as it is. Right? This is for yes no type. There are certain cases where we don't have any helping verb, like this here. Does he play cricket? Here, does we have added it. He plays cricket, we have converted it to does he play cricket. So for that case, what you need to do? Again the same thing. Is will get, does will get converted to is. Then comes cricket. Then comes verb third form. Played. Then by him, for him. Is cricket played by him. For does we convert again into is. Okay? This is you have to keep in mind while converting any interrogative sentence which is yes no type in active sentence into passive. Right? When we talk about the second case, I hope you would have understood the yes no type. Yes no type case, you need to do simply interchange the question. You need to bring helping verb forward if there is no helping verb. So what you need to do for do, does, did, you need to convert into the respective cases. Like for do, you will do convert into is MR. For does, you convert into is MR depending upon how the subject is singular or plural. And in case of has and have, you have to bring has and have forward, right? That's very simple. Let's talk about WH type. WH type. Suppose we have a sentence like let's talk about an example like if I say who reads the book. So how you will convert this WH type? Who reads the book? Same step, find out what tense this belongs to. Simple present. Simple present we use. What is the structure of active sentence for declarative? Object plus is an, are plus verb third form plus by plus subject. This is what we have studied, right? But here we have WH type interrogative sentence. Who reads the book? So in that case, who will become by whom? The rest of the part remains the same. Reads becomes, then you add is. Then you add the object. By whom is the book read? Right? It's very simple. Only thing which you need to do for who, you need to convert into whom. If you have what, by what, by whom, by which, then this is how you will convert WH type sentence, interrogative sentence, which are in active voice, to the passive case. So usually you will find that an interrogative sentence always remains one in the passive voice. It is never converted into a statement. Do remember while conversion, you have to keep in mind if the sentence is in interrogative, you have to keep that into interrogative one. no need to convert that interrogative into declarative again. Okay, I hope you would have understood the concept of yes no type and WH type conversion. In next session we will talk about imperative. Stay blessed, take care, thank you.